What is up, you guys? Lenny from Six Amateur here, and today I want to show you guys how to use Cardfight Area Online. A friend told me about it the other day, and I thought it was pretty cool. It's a program you use to make decks and play against other people online, and it's pretty up to date. They have decks from the Legion sets, set 16. The other ones are in Japan right now, and I mean it's really good for testing decks out. I know a lot of people don't want to spend a lot of money, and I also know a lot of people love cards from Japan. So it shows you what's out there, shows you what you can make, and if you like it, then you put in the money and get it. I'm gonna put the links below on what you need to download for it. It's really not that much. It's really not demanding at all. So I'm just gonna dive in right now. I click on the folder where it comes out. You'll see it has a lot of folders, and at the bottom is the exe. And you double click on that, run, and then you'll have the loading screen. And then after the loading screen, you got the homepage come out. On the top it says host. This is pretty much based on IP addresses and things like that, so I'm not sure if it's local or anything like that. I know you computer savvy guys will look into that. Then you got test on the right. You're basically testing decks out against the computer. The computer doesn't do anything yet, so I'm assuming you need to update that. Connect, so you can go in and play with other people. You got deck load replay, so you can save your decks and show it off if you want. And then a deck editor. So really quick, I'm gonna go to deck editor, and then I'm gonna show you how to do this real quick. Also, let me tell you right now, if you mess up on something, like let's say you click on something random and you can't go back. Like this program's not. Oh no, you can't go back. Never mind. Oh no, see, look, I come back here and it's still gone. So it's not. I mean, it's not perfect, but for what it's given us, it's pretty good. So when you get into a mistake like this, you can't do anything about it. You just have to exit the program and load it again. But again, I mean, it's not a big deal. It loads like in a few seconds. So you load it up, and as long as you're careful, I mean, you'll be fine. So you go to deck editor, and you click on the clan you want to make. They have like little icons, and the names hover over. So I'm just gonna click Kagero here, and then the deck comes. Then the cards come out. So you have your zeros here, your grade 1s here, your grade 2s here, and your grade 3s here. And then Kagero has the grade 4. So I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. You click on the card you want, and then number will come out. And then and then on the bottom right, it tells you how many cards you have in the deck. And once you get to the 50, you're done. Now this deck this program doesn't really like penalize you if you don't use all the triggers, but you don't want to be that type of guy who runs like 20 triggers. Hopefully you get great stuck if you're that type of guy. But I mean, pretty much it to show you how to make the deck. So you click on what you want. And then if you put too many cards and you want to take back, you right click and it goes back, and then you left click to add cards. And then once you're done, you click save deck. It'll ask you for the name, and then you name it whatever you want. I don't remember the name of this one once. I think it was the end. I don't think it matters. Save. You put OK. Then you go back. It'll get you back to the screen. And when you click deck load, it shows you all the decks you've made over here. And then after it shows you all the decks you make, you pretty much just click on a deck, and that's the deck it's the deck that you are going. It's your default deck. That's what it is. Look at here. Then you click connect. Your address here, your port here, doesn't really matter. And then your nickname. Your nickname obviously is your screen name. You can't reuse your screen names because there's like a password thing for it. So for this one, I'm just gonna use Henry Muy Loco. Okay, so that's gonna be my nickname here. And then it gives you an avatar. You can go Aichi, you can go Morikawa, Kai, Ren, Miwa. We'll go with Miwa here. Double click real fast. On the top it'll have your login and your password. If you don't have one, you have to register it. So then where the black is, it'll say register. So you use the name you want. I use Henry Muy Loco. You press OK. And then the password. The password can be whatever you want. This one I'm gonna call it Cool Stuff. Doesn't really matter. Cool Stuff Inc. That's the card shop we go to. Press OK. And then bam, you're in the main screen. Use the arrows, the up, down, left, right arrows. I don't know if you can see my character. I'm gonna put the mouse over him, over here, and it's pretty much you can move around. You can tell it's kind of funny the way they have it, and they even have the Pokemon houses over here, which is kind of cool. But there's different zones. Like right now in this area, there's 48 players. It says it on the top left over your character icon. But if you keep walking different areas, you'll see more people. Like there's 5 people in this room. You go down here. There's no one here, but this is a special room. This one, it randomly makes a clan for you, a deck, for you to play with other people. So whatever, you go out through here, and I mean you could take your time and explore. I don't think you can go inside these houses. Maybe later on they'll update it. You can go inside this house if there's an open room. How many zones there are right now, I'm not that sure. But I mean, there's way more people over here, so you know there are people everywhere. If the name is green, that means they're playing a game you could watch. You can easily watch any of their games. And if their names are in white or gray like this one, then that means that they are busy. I mean, that means they're open to play. And it'll say dual request here, and on them it'll say watch. So I mean, if you want to watch someone's game, you go in and watch it. If you want to play someone's game, you go in and play it. The blue one, I don't know. I'm assuming it's like an admin or something like that. I'm just gonna go back real quick. I don't think. Oh, and you can change your sleeves up in the top left. It says sleeve select. You can have the traditional sleeves. You could. They don't have that many right now. I'm just gonna pick the most feminist one I see right here, right there. Go back, and then I'm just gonna go. You can't really go back to before, to the home screen. You gotta exit. Click here to the folder where it's at, and you click on the exe, and it takes you back. And then, so I'm just gonna go on the test just to show you real quick how to play. Alright, you guys, so I figured out that I couldn't do the test to show you guys just because I can't do everything I can to show you. So I'm just gonna do a practice duel with Joey and show you guys how to play. So when you want to grab your starter, you press Control and left click on the deck, and then your deck comes out. It'll show you every card in your deck right now. You grab the starter by clicking on the card, and you know you've clicked it when it's shaded, and you have 3 boxes over it. The boxes have to top deck, to bottom deck, and to hand, which is obviously really important. So once you've clicked on the card, you click on the Vanguard circle, and then your starter will go there, and you exit. And then on the right side of the deck over here, there's 4 buttons. There's Shuffle Deck, Mill, Soul Charge, and Bind Top Card. You shuffle your deck a few times just by clicking on the button, and then you draw 5 cards. Okay, so then I have a grade 2, a grade 1, a grade 1, a grade 0, a grade 1. Obviously I want a mulligan. So then I grab the cards I want a mulligan by clicking on it. Let's see which ones I want a mulligan. You click on the card, and then it'll say, like I said, to top deck or to bottom deck. However you want, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put my grade 1s back and my grade 0 back. So I have a 1 and a 2. I'm going to shuffle my deck again a few more times, and I'm going to draw the 3 remaining cards. It's not that bad. Over here on the left side is the talking, I don't really know what it's called, the message board. You can talk to your opponent. And H/T means heads or tails. It's a real common slang here. Because on the bottom over here, there's a coin, and you flip it, and I'll tell you what it is. So after asking me what I want, I'm going to press tails. I always press tails. And then he'll flip the coin and land on heads. So I lost, so he goes first. He'll draw for a turn, and then he'll write his grade 1. He writes his grade 1, and then he has to go into the soul and take out his grade 0 and pull it back. And then when it's my turn, I'll show you guys. He can't really do anything else except for Gojo's effect if he wants to. On the message box, people will tell you when they do it, or they'll just do it. They'll say skill or something like that. So he dropped the card, and then he drew. And then he clicked end phase. Over here on the left side, there's 4 commands. It's right phase, main phase, battle phase, and end phase. You have to manually click it, if not it won't do it. But it's not really a big deal. So you click right phase to start your turn, and then you draw the top card. So okay, so let me show you how to put a card on the Vanguard circle. You click on the card you want, and then you click on the Vanguard circle. I'm going to click Gojo just like him, and then press on the Vanguard. It gives you 3 options: to ride, to soul, and to close. Obviously you want to ride, so you click ride, and it rides over. Now the way to pull it out of the soul is you have to press Control on the keyboard, and then click on the card you want. Once you click on the Vanguard and Control, you'll see the soul. Right now there's only Red Pulse Drago Kid in the soul. So you click on Red Pulse Drago Kid, and then you click on where you want to place him. You can place him here. Right, you're not going to place him here, but if you click on it, you can place him anywhere you want. I'm going to place him behind the Vanguard. And then the only other cards in my hand is a Perfect Guard. I obviously don't want to play the Perfect Guard. So I'll go down to battle phase. You don't really have to click main phase, it doesn't matter. So you go to battle phase. And the way you attack is by right clicking. So you right click the booster, if not it won't get the boost, and then you right click on the Vanguard. And then you click with left click what you're attacking. On the command box they'll tell you no guard or anything like that. You put NG, which is common for no guard. And then the way to drive check it's when you press left click, you guys draw a card. But if you press right click when you're in the battle phase, and you have to make sure you're in the battle phase. When you're in the battle phase and you right click, you draw the card, but it'll show your opponent. So then you right click, and I got a draw trigger. When you get a trigger over your mouse, it'll say 5,000, and then you just choose who you want to give it to. I mean, it was just a draw trigger, so I gave it to the Vanguard. And then I draw a card by left clicking because it was my draw. It was a draw trigger. And then he took a damage. He took a bar, and then I'll end my turn by pressing the end phase. No, end. And then he'll go, and then he'll ride. And I'm just gonna get to this part just to show you guys, because there's not much left after this. This is pretty much the basics of it. He rides his grade 2, and then you gotta just wait to see what he does now. Over here in the command box, he said red pulse skill, so obviously he's gonna use his skill, which is Counter Blast 1. Put this unit into the soul, like the top 5 cards. So if you have a grade 3 Kagro, add it to your hand. He did. He had a Dragonic Overlord. And if you noticed here, I'm sure you didn't, if you rewind it, you'll see it. When he shuffles his deck, your shuffle zone is going to be red, showing you that he's doing it. He calls out Gojo. Like I said, you just left click on the card, you click on where you want to place it. He manually pressed battle phase. No, he's not. God knows what he's doing now. Just gotta wait for it. You gotta wait to see what he does. I mean, you get the hang. Like it's not the hardest thing in the world. I mean, you're just clicking, but you just gotta get into the swing of it. As you see, he attacked me for 16. I'm gonna take a damage just to show you. I'm gonna show you both ways. So let's say I want a guard. I can click on my card, and then I click on the guard circle, and it'll guard. Well, this isn't a good play or anything like that, but this is just to show you that this is how you guard. And then after you click on the card, you can put it into the drop zone. But I'm not gonna do that. So then, okay. If you wanna, apparently I just learned this. If you wanna look into your drop zone, you have to right click, and it'll show you your drop zone. And then from there, you do what you wanna do. And then if you want a perfect guard, you click on the perfect guard, and then you click on the guardian circle. And then you click on the card you want to discard, and you click on the drop zone, and then that's how you do that. And then if you want to put it back to your hand, click on the card, you click on the hand button, and it'll go back to your hand. Right click on the graveyard, it'll show you your graveyard. You click on your monster, back to hand. And then, I'm not going to guard, so I'm going to tell him now, no guard. And then he's going to drive check. As you see, it shows you what he drove check. He got a Dragonic Burnout. And now, when your opponent is in the battle phase, you have to make sure he's in the battle phase. When he's in the battle phase, and you're not in the battle phase, when you take a damage, you know how you draw by left clicking? Well, you have to right click instead. Just like when you drive check. And it'll deal damage to you. I got a heal trigger. So I click on my unit, and he gets the 5,000 boost. And now, let's say I want to activate a skill, and you need a counter blast. You just gotta left click on the, you just gotta right click. You just gotta right click on the card, and it'll do it for you. It'll get it for you. And then I'm gonna ride. When you ride, it stands it up for you, and then it puts the attacks back in order. And then you draw. And then that's pretty much it. You can do whatever you want. You grab on the unit, you left click, ride. It rides for you. If you want to lock a unit, you click on the left click. I'm sorry. If you want to lock, you press control, and you have to hold it. You hold control, and you click on a unit, and it'll lock it for you. So let's say I have all these units here, blah blah blah, and I want to lock them. I just press control. It'll lock them for you. That's just for that. No. And then to bind, it'll tell you see bind, and it binds for you. Soul charge, you press on the soul charge. It's soul charging. Mill, it's milling. There are some cards. Actually, let me see if I can find one. There are no cards in this deck. But there are cards like Renee for the Liberators that say, look at the top 5 cards. There's no real way to do it. You can do it however you want. The way I do it is that I bind, like say Renee, you have to look at the top 5 cards. If you find a grade 3, add it to your hand after the counter blast. I would just bind the top 5 cards. You press control and click on bind. No, you right click on bind. It shows you what's binded. and then like let's say I had user in A, right? And I found the grade 3. I'm gonna say this is grade 3. You add it to your hand by the effect, and then you put everything back to the deck, and then you shuffle. I mean, that's pretty much it. So this game, you just gotta practice it out before you get to play against other people. Because you know how people get sometimes where they get really upset that you're taking too long and it's not working out for you. So it's pretty much, that's all you gotta do for that. And then after a few days practicing, you'll get the hang of it, and then you'll play pretty fast. Like, you'll get some good games done. I just want to tell you guys before I stop this, if you guys want to play us or challenge us, just click us on YouTube, click us on Facebook, and then we'll play you guys whenever you want. You know, we have a lot of free time. Whenever you guys want, we'll challenge you guys out, and then we'll even give away prizes depending on the matches. So I hope you guys like this. If you need any help, just message me and let me know.